All right, in this video, I'll give you 5 personal branding disasters. Disasters or stories which I've experienced in these past 5 years. Okay, you tell me which one do you think really is like, oh man, this one is pretty crazy, or which you think is the most stupid or funny one. Comment down below. Okay, so in no particular order, I'll give you the 5. Number 1, I got this guy who, his first message to me was, hi Loy, I'm not a freeloader, all right? I am a paying customer. I was like, oh, wow, Allah Akbar, this is great. First sentence only is not a freeloader. Oh, very good, okay. How are you, sir? You know? So then he tells me, okay, how much is your personal branding? How much is my personal branding? It's like, going to a restaurant and saying, how much for your dish? The restaurant guy will ask you, what dish? Which dish? What do you want? Okay. So in the same way, I said, what do you mean by personal brand? How much is your personal brand? Say, I want to brand myself. Okay, how? I'm applying for a job. Okay, so tell me like that. You want to make your resume, right? You want to resume rebrand. Yeah, exactly. I want to resume rebrand. Okay, fine. Send me a CV and I'll get back. No, I'm in a hurry. Okay, Baba, at least send me a CV, no? Send it through WhatsApp, okay? Send me through WhatsApp. Fine, he send it immediately, PDF. Normal CV, nothing outstanding. Simple questions I asked him. What is your salary? What position are you at? What are you looking for? What is the other position? What is the other company? Just few basic things. And then obviously, how many years in the country, this, that, whole gamut, I asked him. Okay. So finally, after all that, I told him, okay, this is the amount of work that it'll take. This is what you have to do. This is what I have to do. This is the duration, which was around 2 to 4 weeks. And this is the amount. I gave them all in a message. He didn't say anything about the cost. He's one of the rare clients who didn't say, okay, this price or whatever. He just told me, Loy, I'm sorry, it's too long. I said, what is too long? 2 to 4 weeks, too long. Okay, fine. If you want, we can shorten it down to 2 weeks. Let's be reasonable. No, it's too long. Okay, fine. 1 day. 1 week. 1 week. No, Loy, it's... So then finally I asked him, boss, you want to make a personal brand, you need to figure out your personality, do some research of the industry, the job position, so many factors are there. What is your time frame? If someone would even tell me it's 1 day's worth of work with... He wanted now. I want the personal branding now. I said, what do you mean by now? I'll pay you now. We have to finish it now. I really didn't know what to tell him. I told him, see boss, what you want is not resume rebrand. What you're looking for is like instant coffee, instant tea. You pay someone, you get some printout. I said, you can go to Fiverr right now, fiverr.com for $5 or whatever. Pay some guy in Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, India or wherever, Spain or whatever. You pay him money, he will have a software for resumes. They'll come with a standard template that will make it look like a brochure. And maybe they'll copy paste a couple of words, or the AI gives some standard cliche words. And within presto 1 hour, you'll get... Only thing is, it's going to be like all other, like a copy pasted document. He's saying, yeah, I'm looking for something like that. I said, then it's not resume rebrand, it's just resume design change or rewriting, that's all. I said, you don't call it. No. When you change your color, your brand changes. When you change your words, it defines your brand. Don't teach me, okay? It's like, okay, fine. Sorry, I can't do it. Out of my scope of work. So there I lost. But what do you want me to do? Personal brand in what? Half an hour or 1 hour? What personal brand, man? Can you become a doctor in 1 hour? Can you become an engineer? Can you become a salesman? Can you? Everything takes time. Even getting a baby takes 9 months. What 1 hour? I don't know where these mad people come from. Second guy, from India. India, my favorite. I want your personal branding services. Okay, I'm from so and so. Okay, fine, everything. So, can you give me your menu? I was like, can you what? Now I want your menu, the list. I was like, you mean menu like you're supposed to have starters and main course and dessert? No, no, not like dessert. Like starter package, main package, side package. Ah, okay. You want different types of package. So I wanted to actually, you know, come on. If you're in my place, also you would have wanted to pull his leg a little bit. But then I was like, okay, fine. I gave him 3 standard packages just for. It was a weird request. Resume rebrand. I gave him 3 prices which were based on the amount of hours I would work for. So finally, he took the cheapest one. Okay, let's say $100, 300, and 1,000. Let's say just for or 100, 500, 1,000. Okay, so he selected the cheapest one. Okay, actually it was my 1 hour this in consultation, 217, because his was not a high profile CV. It was a simple one. So the 217 one, he said, okay, we will do this. I said, fine. We can finish my service in 1 hour, and I can finish your profile, because it was a very junior level profile. Okay. After he said fine, and I told him the payment, he said, okay, what is your last price? You know what I'm getting at, right? Okay. I said, what do you mean last price? No, give me your best discount. So I told him from $217, I said, okay, rounded figure, 215. He said, no, still, see, I want your service, but it is too high. So then I said, boss, why don't you tell me what is your budget? I'll tell you yes or no. Now, before I give the answer, you tell me, if 217 US dollars is a 1 hour consultation of mine, what would you say if you're asking for the last price or discounted price? Maybe 200. Okay, maybe 200. Below than that, I rarely get any requests. Unless, of course, the person says, Loy, I just want 30 minutes of your time or 15 minutes. Finally, he said, please don't feel bad, but I'll be frank with you. Yeah, be frank. Okay, my budget is around $15 to $20. 15 to 20 US dollars, huh? I was like, okay. So just give me a few minutes. I'll get back to you. I obviously was on WhatsApp. I went to my wife and I said, how much for a burger? Here, much for a burger? Like a good one. She said around $8 to $10. Okay, good burger. Okay. I checked with some of my friends in India, how much for a good meal? Around that price, if you go to a proper restaurant. Cheap one, maybe. Okay. I asked the guys in India, even students in my other group, if you had to get a resume done, they said at least $50 or okay. All right, at least that much. I said, and what about me? Oh, your rates, we know it's pretty high. I said, yeah, but if you had to ask me. So almost all of them said $500 or whatever. That is what they expect, because they're not my customers. They're just in my groups. I said, what if someone says he wants to pay $15 to $20 in India? They said they'll kick him out. Okay. And I asked him, where can you get a service like this? He said, I get people on my Facebook who say they'll make their resume for $10 and all that, but those are all kids and all that. So I was like, okay. I asked them if they had any numbers or anything. They said no. We have just seen your Facebook. So finally, what I did is I got in touch with them. I gave him the Fiverr.com, where they do this copy paste service for $5 or whatever. And I told him, you check this website, you'll get good services, and they can be your customers. He was insistent, no, I just want you. I know all these people. If you just want me, I said, boss, 15 minutes, I will not even give you, 1 to 2 minutes of my time. So he said, please, this, that. Okay, so this was the second one. Now comes let me give the climax. Have you ever met somebody who gives you such a tall order that you look at them and you wonder, like, what are they smoking? I have not one but two examples. These are real life examples, and this happened, I think, 6 years ago. This guy comes to me. He says, I want to be like Arnold. Arnold, big muscle. He was a skinny guy. I said, okay, you want to be Arnold. You want my personal branding services. Okay. I said, let me understand what exactly. Now I want to be Mr. Olympia. Okay. I want to be famous in movies. Okay. I want to be known across the world. Now this was, you might think that this request was asked by a kid. This was a 30-something-year-old man, 30, 35, who used to go to the gym, had a physique, but nowhere near Arnold. Okay. I made him understand, see, listen, I do personal branding, I don't do bodybuilding coaching. Okay. He said, yeah, I know you're not a coach, but can you make me like... I said, how am I supposed to make you like Arnold? If you have to be like Arnold, let's say a bodybuilder, you have to show your physique. What do you want me to copy paste your head and put it on someone else's physique as Photoshop? And you're talking movies. Which movie have you starred? No, I want to get into movies. And here's the funny part. The guy was ready to pay me money, actual money, for this. The problem is, if you take any online course and all that, you can pay all this money course, and they can promise you sun, moon and stars. But here you're meeting a guy face to face. You'll have to show results, right? I was like, this guy is really psycho. I can't do it. So, told him no. I don't know which part of Arnold he became. Maybe he became Arnold's forearms. Last and not the least, final one. And this one, let's see if you feel this is bizarre or not. Lady from Delhi, New Delhi, right? 40-year-old, dark, very dark skin, fact. She had got my details from Fiverr. Fiverr, my prices are slightly higher. Okay, so she got my details from Fiverr. And then somehow she Google searched my name and she got my details. She said, Loy, I would like your services. I said, okay, fine, whatever. And she wanted to rebrand a resume for the West. Okay. Her goal was media and all that. I said, fine, but you'll have to tell me what it is. She said, it's confidential, but here's my CV. Okay. I need you to make it much better, world class. I said, I'll do my best. The definition of world class is subjective. This is my charge. She said, okay. And she was targeting the role of a C-level executive, like CEO, all that. So obviously it's expensive because there's a lot of work involved. She paid the money, and initially when I saw the CV, I just saw director, regional head and this and that. Fine, I didn't read the details because it was at least 6 pages. Finally, when she paid me, obviously now I take interest. I put on the camera of my iMac. I saw plum lady, 40-year-old plus, whatever. And then when I started to see the CV, I realized that she has put companies that I know. And I have people there. But I didn't tell her that. I said, you are the director of, let's say, for example, someone tells you they're the director of Emirates Airlines. Now, if it's a big thing, it's like, wow. But then you begin to wonder, if you're the director, how come I've not known about it, even though I have people over there? But still, I took it as it can be possible. Maybe she is a director. But then, as her resume was impressive, by the way, Saudi, this, that. But then I started to think, like, how is this individual who's in her 40s has achieved incredible success, but when you talk to her, she comes across so ordinary. And she was not speaking anything out of the world. She didn't have that personality that normally C-level executives whom I have interacted, not many, the few, she didn't have any of it. Finally, you remember I told you that she said her goals are confidential. Her goals were she wants to she wants to start a Victoria's Secret brand. And you know what is Victoria's Secret? Lingerie. I looked at her, 40-year-old fat lady, and I said, you are planning to start Victoria's Secret. I said, do you have a company? No, already speaking to venture capitalists and okay. Until then, I still believed that maybe there is truth in what she said. But the next sentence she told me made me realize this lady has gone mad, really mad. She told me that she was friends with Obama. For a minute when she said that, I was just like, Obama, President Obama? Yeah, Loy, you might feel it's very big. I studied in the same college as him. I know Michelle. We have met each other. I've been invited to the White House. Look, I have dealt with politicians, not very high. I have provided my service to people in politics in the United States. Okay, not many, handful. Okay, but they're not at a high level, like they're not a state governor or all that, but you could say they are in political affiliation parties. Saudi I've done someone big. Dubai I've done really big. Okay. But here this lady is claiming she knows Obama. I realized I'm dealing with a mad person. And the subsequent message after that was, okay, I'll tell you the top secret thing that I didn't want to share. I said, go ahead. I'm building a venture that's going to overtake Oprah. I said, Oprah has Oprah Winfrey. Yes, I'm launching a network that'll be bigger and greater than OWN. Oprah Winfrey is that network. Huh? I just asked her, do you have any? They're saying, no, Loy. I have a global experience, a venture capitalist, and I'm moving towards that direction. For me, it was like, boss, you better finish this work as soon as possible and run away. I can assure you, I provided my service as fast as I could to the best of my ability, but I wanted out because I realized I was dealing with a nutcase. I made a resume around, she wanted it to be 2 pages. I said, fine. That's the normal amount, not 6 pages. With small details and everything, all that bullshit. After we finished the resume, she asked me if I was interested to work with her as a partner, okay, to develop a brand, and the benefits with that were shares and of a company and founder shares. But obviously, she's not going to pay me. I'll have to provide services, be like a campaign manager, PR manager. I told her I only take money in advance. And I told her honestly, I limit it to personal branding and resume rebrand. But this, what you're asking, to make you Oprah, Baba, where Oprah, where I am. So in the end, I said bye-bye, and that was about it. So yeah, these are the 4 or whatever stories. I have another humor, but they are not as crazy as this one. So out of all the stories, you tell me, which one you think was the craziest? Which one you find it like, what the fuck, man? No way. Because I'll tell you, the last one that I told you, the Oprah one, I actually got in touch with my contacts after the gig got over in those companies. She was a total fake, a total fraud. And I finally got in touch with people who are associated for advertising for Victoria's Secret and all that. They said, there's no way, man. You gone crazy. Forget Oprah, man. So anyway, these were some of the personal branding comedy stories or horror stories. You tell me, in your mind, obviously the climax definitely stand out, but among them, what did you think of these examples that I gave you? Comment down below. I'll definitely read them. This is me signing off. You guys take care.